Hey, I hope you are having a magnificent Money Monday. We have some sad news for some of our Novatech family members. But before we get to that, I got to let you read this disclaimer. The next voice after that is going to be Miss Pettion, and make sure you stay around as I give you my breakdown of what you just heard.
Hey guys, good morning. Sorry for the 5 a.m. message, but I was having trouble sleeping, and sometimes I just need to say things when the spirit moves me and not wait. I want to thank you, my leaders, for working with us the last several weeks on finding ways to not only make the business better, but to improve our practices, how we do things, how we communicate, and that is greatly appreciated, just to let you know. I know we need to post some information in the back office, all right, which I promised I would do over the next couple of days in order to keep everybody updated. However, some things don't always translate well into a written message, and sometimes I just need to say things from the heart so that people understand where our minds are, where our hearts are, and where we're going with this business and what our intentions are. All right, so with that said, we do have some parameters that we've been working on to place on accounts and how things are done, how things are paid. Cash outs, of course, is what's on everybody's mind right now. And we've been trying to play catch up quite a bit. We had frozen the trading only so we can kind of figure out what we're going to do with this. There aren't very many business models, if any, that allow mass withdrawals, and it's not something we've ever had to experience from our customers on their end. So it did have a much larger impact on the business than we expected it to. For 4 years, it's never been a problem. To panic and things start to go a little sideways, it's natural for people to want to just try to take it all out. No business could survive, any business, whether it's a bank, financial, whatever, under that kind of strain from the users. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So unfortunately, things that went on in the market, things that happened in here, customers' reactions to it, ended up making this a much heavier burden than we've had to experience in the past. So it is not our intention to find more ways to hurt the business or cause it to collapse. Although I know there's some people who would like to see that of us. I don't think that's the majority of the people here. I don't think our customers want to see that happen. I know I certainly do not want to see that happen. And I've been actually very humbled by the amount of people who are wanting to do things to help us move along. And I'm not even talking about just our customer base, but vendors, marketing companies, platform providers that really believe in what we've done. I've gotten some very sincere messages from people who love our project and want to see it continue and want to help us move that along. So with that said, we're going to be announcing some parameters and changes that we're going to put into place, particularly before or soon after the April 1st deadline we're all waiting on. Sorry guys, I cannot make April 1st D-Day for Novatech. All right, it cannot be the day that everybody takes everything out and walks away and causing it to have a negative impact on the ones who still want to be here. You guys are going to have to hang out with me for several more months while we work through some changes. All right, but we just want to make sure that people understand that in order to be able to continue doing what it is that we do and profiting people, that we do need to make some adjustments. All right, and we're working very hard on our end just to make sure everything goes the right direction. All right, and we're trying to pay out as many people as we can. Our goal is to try to make sure everybody sees something coming back into their accounts. All right, so that we can again, get the ball rolling and continue to build what we've always intended to build, which is an outlet for many people to be able to benefit from for many years. All right, I know it's a struggle for some, for most, an issue, and we really have to think about what's going to benefit our customers and business in the long run, not just now. All right, like I said, I'll be posting some updates over the weekend We had a very good week with the releases, and I'll catch you guys up on what's going to be going on with the balance of stuff. Okay, so love you. Talk to you. Bye.
All right, so there you heard it for yourself. Let me just go over a few of the things that I heard. Definitely what I encourage you to do is join this group. Make sure you join this group, and then there's a poll in there that people may not be very happy with what they just heard. But before we do that, so one of the main thing that I heard is can't do it. They're not going to be able to meet that April 1st date for the payout. Now, am I surprised? No, I did not think they were going to be able to make that date. So that's not surprising. That's not shocking. It's unfortunate, but here's what I am glad about is they let people know ahead of time, right? They let people know this ahead of time, and that means that you're not sitting around on the 31st of March saying, oh boy, I can't wait till tomorrow. It's going to happen, well in advance that they're not going to be able to make that date. So that was the biggest thing that I heard in this audio. Here's what I also heard. You're going to have to stick around several more months. Don't believe me? Rewatch this video and understand what she said. I'm not saying that. This is what she said. So as of right now, there is no date. Several months can mean anything. It can mean, it could mean anything. So there's no date when they're going to be releasing the trading deposit as of right now that they know. That's what I heard. Now, what I also heard is they want everybody to get something. What that means to me is you may not get all of it. You may not get all of it at one time. You may portion it out. I don't know. I guess they're in the background trying to figure out how exactly to do all this. And once again, this is not surprising. I'm not surprised by this. I certainly hope that Novatech is able to overcome some of the challenges and come back to being that top level platform that we expect it to be. It's going through some challenges. Let's just be honest. It's going through some challenges when you have to withdraw from whole, areas and give those people their money back. That's going to cause a financial strain on any company in the best of times. And certainly now that has caused a very, very difficult situation. So here's where you find yourself. If you're in Novatech and you want your trading balance out, and let's go and look at don't take my word for it. I'm glad that there are over 20,000 members in this group. They have a poll in there right now. So let's zoom in and take a look at this poll and see what it says. It says here, one of the things, let's look here. Here's the poll. This may be the most important question we've asked for all the surveys. How many of you have at least 4 or more individual weeks of bonus accounts withdrawals owed to them? One question is, I am one of those people and I am desperate for those funds. Number 2, I am one of those people and I'm not desperate for those funds. So out of the 3,092 people, 2,000 of them said, yeah, I got that backed up and I need those funds. These are the bonus account. We're not even talking about the trading account. It's just the bonus account. And they're behind on that. They're trying to get caught up on that. So there is no telling, absolutely zero knowledge or zero telling when you will see your money. And that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that there are almost 2/3 of the people, or 1,000, almost, more than 2/3 of the people who are saying they're desperate for those funds. Let this be just an instructional moment to all. I'm not trying to sound high-minded or anything like that, but we can't rely on any of these platforms. We can't. This is all wonderful additional income. If you're relying on these platforms and you're desperate for your money, let this be a lesson for you going forward. Don't do that, because any of these platforms, I don't care what platform it is, can go down at any time. So anyway, that's the feedback. That's the information. I'd love to get your viewpoint on what you heard. What are your thoughts? Well, I gave you my thoughts. What are your thoughts on what you heard? put them in the comments section. I'd love to hear from you. And make sure you watch this next video as I give you 5 of my favorite platforms